nerd. How you doing?
Doing good. Doing good. How are you doing, faring from your ordeal yesterday?
I am sore. I am a sore mousy. But I had fun, and that's what counts. Sometimes, you just gotta brave it and just do it, and I did it.
And now your innocence is gone.
Yep, I have gone to the swap meet. I have gone into the
Trial by
beginning.
fire. You
Oh my goodness.
survived.
Yes, I did. Hey, Grace. Sorry, we're ignoring the chat. Hey, Grace. Hey, Ryan. How's it going, y'all? Impromptu Sunday night stream. So,
Yeah, things got a little crazy yesterday, and
yeah, and I was a very tired little mouse when I
yeah,
got
we
home.
we were chatting, and you fell asleep on me, and
Yeah, I was like, man, I was like, I need a
yeah,
nap.
we
I
we,
can't
we
do it.
can postpone for 24 or so.
I was trying to do it all in one day, but sometimes you just can't. Hey,
Nope.
let's look at the trees. Hey,
Look at the
trees.
trees. Good to see you.
Oh, so I got new stuff. The aquatic division grew in 24 hours, y'all.
Just
By
a little.
just a little,
Just a little.
just a little. Uh, so I'm gonna throw some food in this tank real quick before I turn it on for y'all to see it. Get all the fishies all in front of the camera here. Get them all up front and center, so y'all can say hey to the new ones. Everyone's hungry. It's way past dinner time. Uh, but yeah. Oh, hey, it's hey, Jackie. Sorry, I'm
Jeff,
trying
good
to
to see you.
stand it.
Glad you
Okay.
made it.
All right. Let me get our wee. Our Endler guppy population has tripled, and not because I had babies this time, but yeah. So we have new Endlers.
All right. I'll follow suit and
And we have
we'll show
some
off.
other new species. I have to get them in their home.
What the?
The angels. Get some slate food in there.
Oh, well.
There we go. All right. You know what?
Nothing new in my angel tank,
I only have one little new back in my.
except that the plants are going a little crazy.
Yeah, they are. After they ate Kevin, you know, they were like they needed some more. Except I think it was maybe the skirt guy that actually ate him. But my Corys are still not doing their Cory thing yet. Kind of sad about that, but they'll get there.
Yeah, I think we're at the point where we just throw in the towel and it'll happen when it happens.
Yeah, when I stop trying is when it's going to happen.
Exactly.
I've just tried too hard. Yeah, those little guppies are like, we're going to eat all the food,
Well,
all of
that's guppy thing. That's just a
it.
guppy thing.
Yeah.
The guppy will eat until it explodes.
Even if it's, and the tank is starting to clear up. It is not as green as it was. I mean, it still looks green, but that's because of all the floating stuff up top. But the water is less green.
And green water really isn't bad. It's really good for the little fry.
Yeah, they have gotten big. Oh, I'm hoping that the uh plecos, the baby plecos will come out to say hey.
I'm
And
hoping.
I'm gonna do the thing that Juju hates. I'm gonna move the camera because my little albino's over there and it's getting so big. kind of hot. He kind of like he kind of camouflages into the bottom of the tank
Right.
now, so you can't see him anymore. He's like, "Where am I? Where am I? I'm nowhere to be
Oh,
seen
hello,
anymore."
Shell.
Hey, Phil, how's it going? Oh, there's some new babies in there. Where'd y'all come from? Y'all were not in there yesterday. You're in there now.
Oh, yeah.
Someone had babies.
Guppy's doing guppy things.
Yeah. And okay, so I got a bag of Endler guppy mixed. They're like mixed, species.
Yeah,
And it was $5 and there were like 30 of them in the bag. So that was a great deal.
that's not bad.
That is not bad.
And
And
I will say most people that hit the swaps that buy those bags
it
buy them as feeders. But it's nice that you're not using them for feeders.
yeah, they're gonna get to populate this tank and have a nice little tank to live in and hopefully not get eaten by anything else except their parents. So, um, it did come also with like a handful of guppy grass in it. It was like a big
Oh,
tub.
that's always nice.
Oh, we miss you too, Ryan. It's good to see you. We haven't seen you in forever.
Yeah.
I also I should probably keep it as a surprise, but I've been wanting some of the Madaka rice fish. And I haven't been able to find them locally. And you can usually find them online. They're kind of expensive because, they're rice fish. Everyone wants them. But I did get 6 of them yesterday, and I'm going to try to raise them and see how that goes. I do want to try to tub with them next summer. So I'm going to try to keep them alive all year, which I should be able to do now. It
Yep.
seems I have stopped killing things.
Yep.
And
Your skill has come to the point that yeah, you're not killing things.
yes, I've learned how to keep it alive, so that's a plus. And I am going next summer. I am going to do the summer tubbing, and we are going to try to raise rice fish. I have high hopes. I also hopefully will get. I want to try to get another six, the next auction or swap meet. Just so I could do like two different tubs. But if I can't, I've got six. We'll start there
Yeah.
and then go.
You could
And
always tub the guppies and you can always tub the killies and
yeah, because I do want to tub the Achilles too, and next summer. So do like one of rice fish, one of Achilles, and see how many I can breed over the course of the summer. Should be a fun little project.
oh yes. Oh
And I
yes.
guess she'll that is that's actually an at, but it is from Star Wars. So yeah, I guess it kind of is like a stormtrooper. But yeah, it's from Star Wars, and we have a robot over here because I always get hit with the robot on my streams. So
You weren't kidding. That girl right up front. Oh boy, is she a little porker.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and that's a little boy. He's
Yep.
always chasing me, but I think that's the
And
only
there's
little
another
boy.
little boy.
Okay, so I have two boys and three girls.
I
So
something
got
should happen eventually.
yeah,
What it's probably going to take is a good low pressure system rolling through rolling through your area. You know,
yeah, to
not
trigger it.
necessarily a storm, but the low pressure, which is what they're going to feel, and coupled with you know, nice big water change. The following morning, yeah, you should have your tank painted in eggs.
Well, I am hoping tomorrow they are going to get that big water change because I need to finish gravel vacuuming this tank. I do still have snails. Not very many of them. I am gonna rescape a tank for them and get them separated out of this tank. I found out what I did. I inadvertently poisoned my snails because I accidentally had copper in the tank and I did not know. And that was a lesson I had to learn. Snails are sensitive to copper. Can't
Very
have copper.
sensitive.
And it
Any
will
invertebrate, snail,
shrimp,
shrimp.
any of it. So
Yep.
yeah.
Fish,
So
the
that
fish
that was
can handle it a little bit, but not the things
uh,
without backbones.
yeah. And yeah, that's where I messed up. And that's why I've got to redo my 20-gallon because I have to get the copper substrate that's got the copper in it from the fertilizer I used out of there. So I do miss the snail shenanigans, Grace. I
They
miss the
will
snails
return.
so much.
We,
They
we,
are
we,
gonna come back.
they will come back.
We will have new snail shenanigans. I still have them, but they're not looking the best. And I'm just letting, I'm trying to keep them alive the best I can and let them live out their little snaily lives. They're getting their calcium, they're getting their food. So hopefully, they only live a year or two. So, mm, um, and I know like two of these are pushing that. All of my older snails have, moved on, but I do have three younger ones that are still doing really good, and they're not in this tank, and they're not in the tank with the coppers. So that's how I figured out what was going on when I was like,
Yeah.
hmm. And then I read the fertilizer ingredients because I didn't do that first. So yeah, yeah, always read your ingredients on the fertilizers you're gonna use. So that's a big thing. You know, and when you see something that says it's safe for fish, and then you find out it's not. It's kind of like, uh, well, not fish, but invertebrates. But yeah, so also, oh, we have other new things too coming. Speaking of
Yes.
invertebrates, um, once upon a time in the early days of the channel, after the brine shrimp that are still here that I haven't been seen in a while, but I still have them. I tried Blue Dream snails, or not snails, shrimp. Oh, sorry, Blue Dream
Yep.
shrimp, and I was doing good. They were having babies. They were having shrimplets, and then I got planaria, and that wiped out the shrimp out of the tank. I've gotten rid of the planaria. I have not gotten the shrimp back yet, but they are
Oh, where's
coming.
Juju for the pleco belly?
I know. Oh yeah, that's my little long fin baby. She likes to
Yeah.
dance in front of the. She likes to wiggle around. She's like wiggle wiggle wiggle. She's very wiggly.
Yeah. Looking more like a medium fin at this point, but
Oh
still
no,
long fin.
actually, nope. I'm sorry, that's the wrong one. That is the other one.
That's the
That's the
other
bigger
one.
one. That's the other one. That's not the long fin one. Where is the long fin one? Is on the bottom by the snail.
Ah.
See her down there? She's
Oh,
very
I
tiny
see her.
still.
Yeah. Yeah. That's long fin.
Okay, Juju had a really busy week. I know she was going and doing stuff all week long, and like she's been tired. Like every night, she's like, "I am beat." So she is taking a rest tonight. Chilling out, watching some mindless TV, and that is a-okay because sometimes we just need to rest. I was there yesterday, so so she will be back with nothing over on Claire's channel next week. with Claire, obviously, because they have the Nothing Show on Claire's channel. But they will be back next Sunday, and so yeah, um, hopefully she is probably asleep by now, and I really hope she is because she needs the rest. So also, Grace beaver nuggets and beaver chips. We went to Bucky's. So this weekend is my youngest birthday, and that all they've been talking about for the past 3 months was wanting to go back to Bucky's. They went last summer when they went to go see their aunt. They stopped at a Bucky's, and they've been dying to go back. So we go to the swap meet. They were nice enough to go with me and help me run around, ask people, about prices, and actually grab the fish for me, run up to the ATM, um, all that other
They,
stuff.
they were your good gophers, and they earned it.
They were my good gophers. They videoed stuff for me. I have to get the footage off my camera, which I forgot to get back from them before they went to work today. So I don't have the footage to show you today, but I will be making some shorts with it, and we will look at it later, from the swap meet and the Bucky's. Um, but yeah, they got beef jerky, they got brisket sandwiches, they got some Halloween stuff because they have the Halloween stuff out. And then I saw the beaver nuggets on the front while you go to check out, just rows and rows and rows and rows and rows of beaver nuggets. And I was like, what are beaver nuggets? And I was like, I think Grace told me about the beaver nuggets. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna get the beaver nuggets. And then I was like, no, I don't really know what they are. I don't know if I'm gonna like those. Maybe I shouldn't get the beaver nuggets. And then I was like, well, okay, I'll get the
What's
beaver
the
nuggets.
worst that can happen? You don't like them, and you have to feed them to the dog.
Yeah, I was like, what's the worst going to happen?
Yeah,
Because what the problem was is it's like they have original beaver nuggets, and then they have the 42 other flavors of beaver nuggets. So we went with the original OG Bucky's beaver nuggets. They are delicious, by the way. They kind of taste like corn pops, but not. It's really weird. It's a cross between like corn pops and kettle corn, but it's sweeter, but it still has that kettle corn kind of flavor. It's very unique, very interesting. Um, I thought they were going to be sweeter, but they were delicious. I was I was gonna try them on the stream last night, but then in the middle of the night, I after I woke up because I crashed, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try these. And once I started, I could not stop. The whole bag
and
was
now
gone,
they're gone.
and now they're gone.
So next month, when you go to next month meeting, and you're going to have to stop again.
Exactly. So I told the kids when we go to the next one, we'll take the 30 because it only took us 30 minutes from there to there to go. We did not end up going to the one in Athens because that was on no, the east side. And we were up on the north side of Atlanta. So we went to the one by Chattanooga. It's actually it's kind of between Calhoun and Dalton, Georgia. So we did go there, and it is huge. There's like 100 gas pumps there. I was like, oh my gosh. And there's like lanes of, you know, different lanes that you have to drive in. I was like, this is crazy. So yeah, um, that was fun. It was an experience. It's huge. The amount of fudge and beef jerky and brisket in that place was mind blowing. Like they were coming out ringing bells when the brisket was off like fresh. I was like, this is wild. I was like, I see why everyone loves this place because this is crazy. So I figured the next time we go, I will have to get Fish Nerd, Sean, and Juju some of the OG beaver nuggets and send it to them so they can try the magic that is the beaver nuggets.
Seeing as there is, I think the nearest Bucky's is about 200 miles or better away.
Oh my god. I wish I would have known. We could have flown Sean and I could have taken her to the Keith Urban pop up. That would have been great.
It would have.
That would have, man. Sean, I will keep an eye on the calendar better next time. Oh my god, Durf.
Garth, good to
I
have
have,
you.
I have new guppies. They're not as cool as the Darth guppies. No, they're not as cool as the Darth guppies, but they're pretty cool. They are pretty cool. I'm really
So
hoping those Corey.
we should go over the whole list of everything you picked up yesterday, though.
Oh, yes, we should. Okay, so obviously we got guppies and we got guppy grass. We got the rice fish and we got um
Blue Dream shrimp coming.
the blue dream shrimp are coming.
Yep.
I got some Ludwigia. I got one new angelfish. It is a silver marbled zebra angelfish. Little guy is adorable, and I might have to get Mr. Mousey his own tank for that fish because he fell in love with him instantly. So yeah, we're keeping that guy. That guy's not going anywhere. And then we also got, I found in the wild at the swap meet, Blondie's long lost brother, cousin, first husband's best friend. I got a long fin albino bristle nose that needs a name because he is not named. He who has not been named yet. And what else did I get? That is what I got. Is that all I
Yeah,
got?
I think that's all I remember hearing you talk about.
Yes, that is all that I got. And the shrimp. I'm very excited about the shrimp because I just started to get them to breed when the planaria took them out. So yes, we're trying that again.
Killer Kitty made it. Good.
Hey, get ninja cat, ninja. Yeah.
You're not the Killer Kitty I was fighting with yet last night.
I finally got my kitty to stay off the top of the aquarium. It only took him falling in. So maybe that'll,
Oh, was that all it took?
yeah, yeah, almost, completely draining the aquarium of water. Could have been a huge mess, but at least he survived it. So there is that. You know, he made it out okay. He's fine. Oh, so yes, we are going to have a contest for everyone. If you would like a chance to throw a name in the hat for the new longfin bristlenose pleco, because he needs a name. I can't have a nameless pleco running around here. I mean, the babies are just the babies for right now, because
Yeah.
we have to know what they are before we can name them. But this guy is a guy, and he needs a name. So if you would
Good
like
set of
a
bristles
chance,
on them?
good set of
Because
bristles on him.
I haven't seen a picture of them yet.
Oh yeah, you have it. You know what? I will get some footage of him and I'll shoot that over to you after the stream. And then I'll
Okay.
probably end up making a short. Right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a short and it's gonna be, name the Flecko. And then you can either leave a comment under the stream for your name or under the short. and then we'll go
I
through
would
them.
say leave it under the short.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Leave it under the short, and then we will hold a contest for the naming, and see what we get to see what we get to call this new little guy.
Yeah.
He actually he's about the size of Mrs. Whiskers when I got her, and she's full grown now, obviously. But he's getting there. He's got his bristles. They're all in. They just gotta come to full plumage like Mr. Whiskers.
Yeah.
He's not taking
And
Mr.
we picked him
Whiskers.
up so you can start breeding some longfin albinos.
Yes, so we can because I have yet to get an albino out of any of the Whiskers babies. I had one. They did have one, but
Yeah.
that little guy he just did not make it, and sadly that happens because out of all
Right.
of their
The
children,
albinos tend to be a little weaker. They grow slower, but when you do get a batch of them, it is so much fun.
and I would love to get a batch of the albino babies swimming around in here, getting
Oh
ready to
yeah.
grow up because yeah, the former Snelltopia is going to become the Pleco grow out tank, I think. Let them grow up in here with Corys and the
And
guppies, and
guppies. Yeah.
you know, let them do their fishy thing.
And
So,
eventually you might have some red babies swimming around in there.
yep, may have some red ones too, because my red guys are finally have decided which caves are theirs. They have claimed caves. They're not fighting so much. Put the third one in there, and they kind of mellowed out a lot. So hopefully,
Surprise!
surprise. I mean, I was only told like 9 times to do it. So
Yes.
when I finally listened,
When you finally listened,
I'm a little hard headed like that.
well, it's that ADHD thing, you know. Oh, look at the pretty fish squirrel.
Yeah, I do that a lot too. Yes. So and we still have the Santa Maria Endlers are coming. Those and the I'm hoping I should be able to get those and the shrimp about the same time because it looks like after this week the weather is going to start dropping and it'll be cooler. So, well, the beginning was me going to the swap meet. So, yeah, and the new pictures. So it's just a lot of us talking about the same stuff. You didn't miss much, Star. Really. Hey, Mippet.
Snippet. Yes, 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 Darth. She did get to the swap meet.
I
She
did.
survived.
I survived. I took my kids and I made them do like most of the work for me. So I didn't have to, damage my already damaged foot. So here's what happened. Okay. I have to tell y'all like the irony of this whole thing.
And you
I,
do that, I'm going to switch tanks.
okay, let's do a little tank switchage here. So we found out about the swap meet, and me and Mr. Kushner here were talking about going, me going. And I planned it, had everything ready to go. The kids were still going to go with me, help me out. And yeah, so we get ready to go. But Wednesday, I had a doctor's appointment, and my doctor was like, "We're going to do a procedure today on your foot." And I'm like, no. I thought I was coming for test results. What are you doing? And they were like, oh no, 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 no. See, you have problems here and we have to fix them. So we're going to do this today. And then I'm like, oh no. So yes, I had very painful things done to my foot Wednesday. A reaction to the numbing that they used, which was so much fun. And then I still braved the swap meet. So, I need a cookie for that, y'all. I need a cookie. But I did brave the swap meet. I made it. I made it home. I was very tired, but I have new fish because of it, and that made me very happy. And my kid got to go to like the Six Flags of convenience stores. So, you know, that was great.
Yeah, those
Oh,
the little Julies are growing.
yeah, they are. They're getting big.
And I talked with the guy I got him from yesterday. Asked him if he had a couple more that I could talk him out of, and I will find out.
Your little catfish are getting big too.
They're getting a little bigger. They keep hiding on me, but
I think they're dodging the camera right now. They keep skirting that one rock.
that's just what they do. They will swit. They find all the little passageways in between all the rocks, and the only time they really come out is when there's food.
Oh.
And Dorothy, I don't do salt water, so no octopus or shark.
Now I would okay, if I can get a big enough tank for a cuttlefish, I would totally do a cuttlefish tank. I would probably kill it because I don't know anything about cuttlefish. But oh my God, are cuttlefish freaking cute?
Yes, they are.
And the other tank that I do want to try maybe next year after I get some of my other fish, breeding, get all my tanks set up. Once I'm in a, solid place with my tanks
And you know what you're doing.
and I know what I'm doing, I think I am going to get some of the pea puffers or the dwarf puffers
Yeah.
or either that or scarlet batis. Those are the two fish that I really want to try,
The,
even though I hear
what
scarlet batis are the assholes.
what was that other one?
The scarlet batis.
Oh, yeah, the baddest.
Mhm.
Start with the puffers.
Yeah, I hear that the scarlet batis are kind of like mean little guys that
No, they're not really. They much prefer to hunt, and yeah, a lot of people that have them in a cherry shrimp tank, and they keep the cherry shrimp from completely, totally taking over.
yeah, I hear they're good for like snails and over shrimp population, like keep
Yep,
those down. Um and apparently they like to hide their eggs all over plants so you don't see them until they're, swimming around and you're like babies. So, maybe try those. And
yeah,
I don't know what kind of tank that would take though, but probably yeah.
yeah. I'll have to look up a cuttlefish tank because it does sound fun.
It really does. especially because like I know cuttlefish, like because they change their colors, like that would just be so cool to just watch them change, like one day they look this way, the next day you put something in the tank and they just camouflage to that. It's great. I do not need an orca enclosure. I just need to
Well,
go
we can
steal.
get you a little catfish that's commonly referred to as baby orcas.
I could get a
I've had
house.
them. They are neat. You buy them, you put them in a tank, and you never see them again. But they look like baby orcas.
Oh wow, that would be neat.
Granted, you're spending anywhere from $50 to $100 a fish, but
Oh my goodness,
yes,
that's a lot. That's a lot for a fish.
that's a
I
lot for a fish
can.
that you will never see again
Yeah,
because they find a little place to hide, just like my little Synodontis in there.
and that's where they stay.
Yep, they will come out at night.
I was also thinking, maybe I can just talk them into like handing me the keys to the Atlanta Aquarium. I'll be
There
like,
we go.
I'll run it from now on because they have the cucumbers there, they have shrimp there. I mean, they have it all there. Actually,
You
there is a
can.
channel, and it is called the King of DIY. He builds all of his tanks from scratch. Well, just about all of them from scratch. And I do believe he has built a 200-gallon tank. It would not surprise me if he has built a bigger than 200-gallon tank. But it is,
I don't know how many gallons. I helped a friend build. It was it's referred to as a plywood tank, where the bottom, sides, and back are marine grade plywood that gets fiberglassed and then a big sheet of Lexan across the front. But yeah, that was 8 foot long, 4 foot wide, 4 foot deep.
oh my goodness. That's a
Yes.
big tank.
Oh, it was. And I never did see what he put in it, but yeah, we got bored and we decided to start building it, built it, and it held water.
Hey, at least it held water. I
Oh
tried
yeah.
to seal a tank once and it did not hold water. I was like, maybe I'm not at that point yet where I need to be trying to reseal a tank.
Eh, it could have also been the tank too.
It could have been because one, it had been sitting in our shed for like 3 years in the heat and the humidity and all the other things, and then the cold. So yeah, the tank probably just needed to be re-put together, is what it was,
Yeah.
not just resealed. So yeah, I was like, no, you know what? No, we're not going to do this. I was like, here's a tank. If someone wants it, it's in my front yard. Come get it. And someone did. So, hey, Claire,
Claire,
we've just been
glad to
talking
see
about
you.
the. Yep, we were talking about the swap meet. I did go. Um, you know, I'm showing off the little guppy Inler guys I got. Inler guppies.
In
These
her
guys are actually really
in her
cute.
little piggy Corys
Yeah,
that
that
she
are.
has been feeding very, 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 very well.
I I fed them well. They've been eating, and they just still will not have the babies. Like I'm afraid she's gonna pop,
She will.
and hopefully not in a bad way. I was like, I need these two little guys to, do their thing. Like, come on, guys. I got faith in you. You can do it. You need to look up the company that makes the Corey Viagra and get to working on it. All right. Well,
Another thing that might help, just kind of as another thought, is
okay.
put Mrs. Whiskers and Mr. Whiskers, or the new Mr. Whiskers, name yet to be determined.
Okay.
Put them in the tank, and should they start getting frisky, the hormones from them in the water may be just enough to kick the Corys.
That's a good idea. And I do need somewhere to put him.
Or even Inspector and Sexy Girlfriend.
Yep. We can move them over here since we're going to be moving the rest of the snails out. And yeah. Okay. Well, that's what we may do. See, yeah. You know what? Because I know Mr. Whiskers and Mrs. Whiskers are probably ready to go at it again because it's about that time, you know?
Yeah.
So maybe I should just go ahead and move them tomorrow. They are much easier to catch, by the way. Mrs. Whiskers, I go in there to give her food and stuff, and she just swims up to me anymore. So, she's much more personable than sexy girlfriend. She's like,
Yes.
nah. She's like got an attitude. I don't know what's up with her. Oh. Well, y'all, I know it hasn't quite been an hour, but I have to go pick up the kiddos from work in about 30 minutes. So I'm gonna wrap it up here for tonight. I'm gonna get my footage together from the swap meet so I can show y'all all the things we did do and get some new footage of um the fishies from the
the,
swap meet.
the new fish to be named.
The new
Now,
fish to
granted,
name.
we have to admit the new angel already does have a name,
Yeah, I did go ahead and name the new baby angel that I got, and its name is Laney. We have
although we are not holding down the spelling on it yet.
yes, because it might be a guy fish, and I don't quite know. Oh no. And it's starting to storm here, so we are going to lose
Oh,
internet here in a minute.
okay.
Yeah, I just heard the rain tingling and my internet's going like in and out. All right, I'm gonna wrap this up here for tonight, you guys. Shortcoming for you guys to name the new Pleco. Should be up sometime tomorrow, probably by 5 p.m. Y'all have a good night, and I will see y'all probably Wednesday. Bye, y'all.
Happy fishy dreams for everybody.
Night.
Night.